Well, welcome back to Your Carolina. Of course, here on the show, we've been telling you about the music conductor search here for the Greenville Symphony Orchestra. And John Devlin has come through town, and he's going to be telling us a little bit about why he should be the next person on the podium leading the GSO. John, good to see you.
Thank you for having me, Jamarcus. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about yourself. You're at Willing right now, and tell us a little bit about what separates you from some of the other candidates. I know that musical programming is something that's important to you, bringing the first concerto for beatbox to the stage, which is pretty cool.
Thank you very much for saying that, and I'm so excited to be in Greenville and to be working with the players of the Greenville Symphony Orchestra for the first time and meeting all the community members that support the symphony. Yes, that's correct. My mission as an artist is to support living American composers from all backgrounds. For so long, our industry has been focused on the Eurocentric past of the symphony orchestra, and there is a great past there. In fact, we'll be featuring that past on the second half of the concert with Dmitri Shostakovich's Symphony No. 5, which is the piece that made me fall in love with classical music. But I also think that there's a modernization that can be happening with orchestras that's going to make it more relevant to the communities that support our orchestras. So the first half of the program will be pieces that are written by two living American composers. The first one is by Caroline Shaw, who at the young age of 30 won the Pulitzer Prize. And I love this piece, Entr'acte. That's actually for the strings of the orchestra only. It'll be a perfect setting of the table for the rest of the concert, and a picture of my artistic vision for what a symphony could and should be with a piece by a female living American composer. And then next, as you mentioned, the thing I'm most excited about is a piece called Migrations in Rhythm, a concerto for beatbox and rhyme. So I used to live in Washington, D.C., and Christophe Bacon was an artist I admired a tremendous amount. He is from D.C., he's a progressive hip-hop artist, and I looked at him and I said, this is the type of person that we should design a program around with a symphony. And so he tells the story of music coming from Africa, the Caribbean, and Europe that formed new genres of music through immigration patterns here in the United States. It's a beautiful way to celebrate the 50th anniversary of hip hop, which is this year, as we talk about the way that came to be in the United States.
And I love that you're so passionate about coming up with these really creative programming opportunities, because I think the big kind of, myth that a lot of folks have, especially younger folks, is that, oh, the orchestra it's boring, it's not interesting. And of course, we know that is not true, but it's the programming that really gets a new generation of music lovers into those seats. So that's going to be a big part of the Greenville Symphony. I know Jessica Sataba has talked about how that's one of the things that she's really passionate about, is getting a different generation of music lovers into the seats. So talk about your attraction to the Greenville community as a whole. It's a vibrant music scene, a vibrant community. What most excites you about this music director position?
Sure. Well, one of the things that we look for as artists, as we find new musical homes for ourselves, and Greenville may be one for me if I'm the chosen candidate, is what is the type of risk-taking that the organization is willing to embark upon to find those new audiences and to make the art form more relevant to people that don't already feel comfortable at the symphony. The number one question I get asked in interviews is, how do we attract new audiences? And the number one question I get asked by people that don't go to the symphony is, what do I wear to a concert? It shows a disconnect between people feeling comfortable and welcomed in the symphony and the goal of the symphony. Everyone wants those people to be in the concert hall. So for me, the vision of the Greenville Symphony that I've been learning about for almost 3 years as part of this process is one that is truly focused on the future and building that new audience. And so you can imagine how beautiful it was for me to hear that they wanted this project that I spent 2 years designing with my colleagues Evan Meyer and Christophe Bacon to be the centerpiece of my audition concert. It says that they're thinking boldly about the future of classical music, what type of people can perform with the symphony and what type of people they want in the audience. I love that all-encompassing vision for the future and the fact that they want to take these risks. That's the type of place I want to be a part of. And the city supports the orchestra for this new chapter as they are in year 76 and beyond.
Well, the music director search is heating up. And John, I'm not allowed to have favorites, but I wish you the best of luck with this. I know you're going to be spending some time here in Greenville and enjoying the community and really understanding like what that role would entail. But best of luck to you with this, and thank you for keeping the programming unique and fresh and interesting to our community. Best of luck to you in this finalist search.
Thank you, Jamarcus.